Hey guys, this is the O.P.O.V podcast, episode 46.
46.
What's going on?
Nothing. It's snowing, raining. Don't know what I want to do outside, but we're going to have a good day today.
Yes, we're going to have a good day.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
But, how was your week? You had a good week?
Yes.
Salute the MLK. MLK's on Monday, so MLK Day's on Monday, so salute. About time we get a little bit of notoriety in America.
As far as what?
At least having somebody that has a day.
Oh.
Like, I was talking to my friend yesterday. We was talking about how every time it's still ain't on the dollar bill yet.
You have Steve Mnuchin to thank for that. One of Trump's cronies.
I'm like, man, they try to stop anything.
Yeah. So, whatever.
Yeah, so how was your week? You had a good week?
As good as it could be, in spite of everything going on. I told you I had a personal issue going on, so things are turning out a little better than I expected. So, whatever.
Well, people tend to worry and get anxiety when it's the unknown, when they're facing the unknown. But when it's out of your hands, that's the weird thing about me. I don't really suffer from stuff like that as far as the unknown. I'm more of an nonchalant person.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I can do about it.
Can't change it. So, yeah.
But I've seen it all in you. But I see it in a lot of people. Like, when it's the unknown, the people tend to worry about it.
Yeah. And then, I noticed, I have this nerve that was jumping in this eye. And I don't know if it was because of stress or because of being fatigued. Because, I've been trying to hit the gym. And my sleep's kind of been off. I feel like I'm sleeping. I'm getting more restful sleep, but not enough of it. So I feel like I need to sleep for more hours straight.
That's what will start happening to me when I don't get sleep.
Okay.
As far as, that's why I asked you when you said that was happening. I was like, was you getting sleep? But you said yes. Maybe it is the stress. You just got to be careful with that too, because that can affect your health. Being stressed out, especially for a long period of time. That whole week you was going through it.
Yeah. So.
But what God has planned will happen.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you? Speaking of Martin Luther King Jr. Day coming up, what is your dream?
My dream is not to have to work for somebody and make them millions of dollars while I'm only getting paid pennies. My dream is to try to build an enterprise to build a legacy for our future generations of the Johnsons, and just to have a nice legacy for our family. Even if it's not me, just be able to be a stepping stone to help us build ourselves to be somewhere where we don't got to worry about finances. And I'm not just talking about my family, I'm talking about my whole, I want to be have the type of compound where everybody in the family lives on it.
That's good. I think that my dream is in alignment with yours, and I just want to have just natural peace and joy, all within myself. And in church, just to build off of what you said, it's funny because we were talking about David and Solomon, and how sometimes even if God wants something to happen, he might not necessarily do it through you, but he'll do it through your children. So what you're doing now will prepare your children to propel your legacy even further.
Yeah, because even think about it, how you were the first one in our family to go to college and things like that. Our parents didn't have the knowledge to be a stepping stone for us. They was actually getting themselves better while we was getting prepared for adulthood. You know what I mean? So by the time our mom and dad got solidified or had a better life of living, we was already on our way out the door. So they couldn't tell us about loans, stocks, nothing. So hopefully by the time our kids get to a certain age, we'll already have that foundation, and they'll know not to take out 1 million student loans and things like that.
Yeah, and I think I'm in a position to, like you said, just get an earlier start in focusing on my daughter's education. You know what I mean? And let her know how important it is. Even if she makes the decision to not go to college, because we know, like right now, it just seems like it's kind of like a scam because those degrees kind of, like my degree didn't pan out for me. So if she doesn't want to go to college, fine.
It just feels like if you're not going to be a lawyer or a doctor, there's no reason to go to college. You might as well go to a trade school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just get to where you want to go and get that and try to start working from there.
Yeah, because you know what? I mean, now that I look at it like from like a trade school standpoint, there's something to be said for somebody who's a subject matter expert. I would rather be an expert in my field than to
have a million and one things that you know about, but
master of nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I took like a parks and recreation class in college. Like, why?
Yeah, just to get the
Learning
credit.
about trees and things that I won't never talk about in the rest of my life.
Right. Make it so bad though. Like I had intro to music and that was really hard.
It was, but that's discouraged me from making music my major because it was so hard. And I had got my first semester freshman year, and we had the same teacher. Was we in the same class, right?
Were we in the same
class? I think so. But he was super hard. But the thing is, when I took it my sophomore or my junior year, I had a different teacher, which was a girl, and it was super easy. So it was all about the teacher. He just was. I think he had us reading like 100 pages the first day or so.
I know the one teacher was my landlord.
Yeah, it was him. But he did make me. He made me get more of appreciation for classical music, though. I will say.
Yeah. Yeah, because now, like, a lot of that stuff, Beethoven, even, like, Vivaldi, Spring, those are in commercials and stuff, and you recognize it immediately. Like,
I swear, I used to be listening to those in the test time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he did. His class was hard, but I wasn't responsible enough to be taking his class that young.
Yeah. Art appreciation was hard, too.
I know how art appreciation.
That was hard, too. I think I got a C. Thank you for a C.
I remember I took poetry class. I used to do my poems like when I would be coming into class, and then at the end, she going like everybody went into her little office at the end, and her question was, "What grade do you think that you deserve?" I said, "Huh?" I said, "An A."
A.
She said, "A it is." I said, "Oh."
Wow, thank you.
She was super cool.
But maybe it's because the other classes that I took, I had interest in those areas, and maybe that's why they weren't as hard as the musics and the arts and stuff like that. So I don't know. Like history classes, I got really into those, and political classes, I got into those. So
yeah, I failed music my freshman year because I wasn't looking at the syllabus or whatever, and I didn't know we had to go to, I want to say it was like 3 live events, and by the time I realized I ain't gonna know live events, it was like only one left on campus to go to. And I ended up going. It was like a play or some shit. But I was like, man, this is so dumb. I'm about to fail this class because there ain't nothing to go to.
Yeah.
I was like, man, there is stuff on here.
Yeah. The importance of reading.
Yeah, the syllabus, definitely.
So.
I want to say I had a philosophy class that was real hard too. It was super hard. It was like, because all he did was like lectures.
Okay.
And he expected you to read the book, and everything was based off the book, like the test and stuff. But that's not what he talked about in class. So it's like, you gonna do this on your own time.
Oh, you know what class we had? History of American Sports together.
Who was that? Turn?
I forget what the teacher's name is, but I liked them.
Yeah, I think I might have been Coach. I want to say Turner, but I don't think that's his last name. But he was cool.
Yeah.
He was crazy then.
Yeah.
Was that the tall, skinny one?
No, he was actually shorter and kind of stocky.
Oh, Dr. Yarbrough.
Yarborough? No, that wasn't.
It wasn't Yarbrough?
No.
The one who ran the whole what's it called?
The history department?
No, the sports.
No, it wasn't him.
Was Dr. Yarbrough? I wonder who it was. But
I know we had one teacher. He just was so freaking flighty. I was running for something, I think student council or whatever, and bless his heart, he told everybody to go vote for me. But he said, now I have this girl in my class, and I want everybody to go vote for her. So make sure you go vote for Janet Jackson.
yeah, he's like, that's close enough.
I was like, That's me. You mean Jessica Johnson?
Was that y'all, brother? He was big, stocky, with glasses and a.
This
a
one was
ball.
tall and skinny.
Okay, so that's the one that I thought we had the class with. I thought I was about to say Dr. Turner, but I had his last name.
Yeah.
But he was nuts.
Yes.
But he was my favorite. He probably was my favorite person. Cause he would say anything. Anything would come out of his mouth.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
You just sit in there and just. But anyway, what are we getting into today? We went all into left field.
Well, it looks like down my timeline, everybody's talking about this Aaron Hernandez case that we knew about 15 years ago. But everybody's all shocked.
It was kind of weird to me because, like the post I was reading, I was like, wait a minute, there was a documentary on Oxygen 2 years ago that I watched. They gave the same information. So I tried to start it last night, but it was boring to me, so I turned it off because they weren't telling me anything that I didn't get in the first documentary. They might have had like new interviews with people, but the basic information was pretty much the same, I think.
Yeah, it was like, well, I didn't see the Oxygen one, but it was the same thing that they was reporting on. Like, there wasn't really anything I knew that wasn't new. As far as like who his lovers was, I didn't know as far as what like their professions and like the relationships they had with them. But
did we need to know that?
No, but that's a lot of people who were saying negative stuff about the documentary was they feel like that the documentary had a hidden agenda more so to make him seem like these issues is the reason why he committed murder. Yeah. Like people not accepting him for being gay and as far as the CTE and things like that.
Him having a bad home life, a dad that was like abusive and
it seemed like people say that they tend to focus on the stuff that was irrelevant more so than like the mind of a killer basically.
Yeah. Or because don't people who have CTE have erratic behavior or have like anger issues? So do you think that the CTE compounded the issue where he had a bad home life and went through a whole lot of traumatic events as a kid, and then on top of that you got CTE, so it was kind of like a recipe for disaster?
Yeah, it's a bad concoction, but at the end of the day I feel like it was more so the CTE could have contributed to the suicide, I would say, more so than the murders. I feel like he just got himself, once his dad died and his mom started messing with the uncle or the cousin's husband, I feel like once he started hanging out with his cousin and going over her house, that's when he started just hanging with the wrong people.
Okay.
And sometimes, you see it all the times, there could be somebody that's from a white neighborhood. As soon as they start coming to the hood, they start changing their whole way of thinking.
Yeah.
So then they suddenly got the Florida was even worse. They started hanging out with people even worse than people he's hanging with in Connecticut. So it's just like, I don't know if this got anything to do with CTE or him hiding his gayness. I feel like
was it Connecticut or Boston?
I don't know. It might have been Boston.
Oh no, he went to school in Connecticut.
It was Bristol, yeah.
But wasn't he from Boston?
No, because I think he went to high school in Bristol. Bristol,
okay.
Connecticut. Yeah.
Okay.
Was he hanging out in Boston though? His two friends was from Boston. I know that. The two dudes that two co-defendants. But they would say, down in Florida he's hanging out with people that was like terrible too. Like, so it's just like, man, if he's in too deep, you're in too deep. Like he should have had a role model other than his dad. But what do you think about the hidden agenda? Because I seen something too, like a couple days ago. There's a transgender baby doll right now too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Which is, I don't know how I feel about that, because when they're not young, they're not transgender.
Well, I mean, according to people who are transgender, they say they know that. Like,
so if you had a baby that was a male, like I'm talking about, this is like a baby doll that's like 3 months.
Okay.
Like the baby doll is not supposed to look old at all.
Okay.
So you got something that like you.
So it's a baby.
Yeah, it's a baby with a wiener, but it's got a dress and everything. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Even if somebody is, their identity isn't. You're not gonna know that at that age, and you're not gonna be dressing them like a girl
At 3 months.
Yeah, well, yeah. So
how old do you? Because I guess a 3-month-old would not play with the baby doll like that. It would be like somebody who's maybe about 4 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's weird to me, though. That's the only reason why I was thinking that the baby doll was weird, because like this baby doll is like a real like baby. You put the bottle in the mouth, and then when you lift up the skirt, it got a wiener. Like they got the 2 ponytails, like it's a girl, like but the face. I'm like, this is like a hidden agenda.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like you shouldn't have to force that issue.
Yeah. I have heard of, like even my daughter will say that, like there's people at her school, and you know, my daughter's only in 2nd grade. There's kids at her school that'll walk around saying that they're
a girl.
Yeah. Whatever the opposite sex is. So maybe, I mean.
But you're not going to be goo goo gaga. How am I supposed to know, oh, he thinks he's a girl?
And then, as far as parents are concerned, we might take it as like a phase. You're just saying that or whatever. So, you know.
I don't know. But I just don't. Well, I guess it's not for me, so I wasn't bad anyway. So I don't really have any, in my opinion, too much on it. I just feel like that there may be hidden agendas going on now in America as far as pushing things because they know it's going to sell.
Well, I think there's always a hidden agenda.
Well, yeah, anything that sells. Yeah. Just how they came back out with those Popeye chicken sandwiches.
I've still never had one.
Yeah.
Although I am curious to see how it tastes.
I don't even think it probably even tastes like the first batch that was out.
Is there some people who say, oh my goodness, it's so delicious?
Do people still say that though?
But then there's other people who say it's not as good as Chick-fil-A and...
But that's the second batch that came out. Nobody's been ranting and raving about the second batch that came out. The first batch, everybody's going crazy. Like, this is crazy. This is good.
Like, the second time around, people are like, I mean, yeah, it was good.
Yeah. You don't hear nobody going crazy over it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Do you remember how after that first batch, they ran out and they were telling people bring their own bread?
No! Only in Popeyes, man. Where was this at?
Man, I seen advertisements because basically they're trying to tell you like all this is like 3 chicken tenders on some bread. Bring your own bread and make you a sandwich.
And there's so many places that got chicken sandwiches. Like I will eat Chick-fil-A any day of the week before I even think about Popeye.
I was like, bring your own bread. That's so ratchet. It's a no for me.
Well, I guess I can't eat Chick-fil-A on Sundays unless I have leftovers from Saturday.
Yeah.
So maybe Sunday I'll get it.
Well,
I'll go to KFC.
I'm trying to steer clear of the fast food. I'm not saying I won't ever eat it again, but I definitely try to like not eat it as much as I will before. I mean, I would say every once in a while, if like I'm on the go and really just gone all day, I might opt for it. But like to casually go to get some fast food, I'm not doing that.
There's only one fast food I'll casually go to, and it's not because it's the best, because it's like the cheapest for quality. That's the 2 for fast spicy chicken from Wendy's.
Oh, okay.
I'll get that.
I used to love Wendy's spicy chicken. Wendy's used to be my favorite. I used to always get Junior Bacon Cheeseburger or Baconator. Now I'm steering clear of the beef, so no more Baconator. When I first tasted the Baconator, boy, oh boy.
I downloaded their little app. They keep sending me stuff about $1 Baconators. You like, man, that's gross.
$1 Baconators. There was a time that would never happen.
It's like buy one, get one for $1. Great.
You think less people are buying them because people are leaning more towards, even if it's not eating meat, people are definitely not eating beef as much. So
wait, they're about to meat's about to get real dicey. It's about to be how people who wear furs and stuff, how people look at you when you wear furs. And
like,
stuff.
You eat meat?
They say that's how it is with the plastic straws right now out of California. They say they'll look at you real funny if you ask for a plastic straw. And now I'm telling you, I told you like the one time I was in where was we at Venice, and I asked the girl for a lighter because I'm thinking you could smoke. It's for smoking. She looked at me real crazy when I told her about this. Yeah. Filth. That's filth. And every shop is like a vegan shop.
Well, you know what would worry me about the even if you're using aluminum straws, it will worry me about how sanitary they are.
Well, they were using paper straws, right?
Oh, maybe.
Yes, paper straws.
Well, you might as well just not use a straw.
Yeah, that's like after a while.
Flimsy.
Did you ever have one? They're terrible. Terrible. They literally the straws. The straws that got the sugar in them that you used to get.
That's what I was thinking they were.
That's exactly what they feel and taste like without the sugar in it.
Yeah, you might as well not use a straw.
I had one. I'm like, man, I need my plastic straw, but I don't want to say nothing.
Yeah.
So we got to stop, I guess, doing these too.
I mean, that's why I got a recycle bin so I could put all my waters in the recycle. I mean, I don't know how much
plastic
that's
don't
doing,
never go nowhere. That's crazy.
So.
But, what else been going on? What about your boy Antonio Brown?
Can you tell me what happened with Antonio Brown?
I don't even know what's going on. I just know it was funny, but it was ignorant and it shouldn't happen. But
I saw something about something happened between him and his baby's mom.
Yeah, so the baby's mom comes to his crib to try to pick the kids up to go to school, and I guess she tries to take his Bentley. And he's not having it. He's like,
why would she try to take the Bentley?
Exactly. So he puts her on Front Street, but he did it in such a bad way. Like, bitch, you ain't driving a Bentley. Like, this is my Bentley. Blah, 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 blah. So the cops is just trying to straighten everything out. Like, did you give her this car as a gift? He's like, no, she broke. Blah, blah, like, talking crazy to her. And just long story short, he embarrassed his baby's mom in front of the kids on his live or whatever he was on, but he was talking so derogatory towards her. It was like, why the kids was there. It was crazy, and he was talking crazy to the cops, like. And then, but no, the only reason why I thought that, like, he's so shot out. The only reason why I thought it was funny because in the middle of everything going on, he's just gonna yell out, "Man, fuck the NFL!" But it's like the NFL had nothing to do with nothing. I was like, man, he's crazy. He's super shot. And then when you hear how he talks, have you ever heard him talk?
Probably in one of those like documentaries or something.
Yeah, right, but you never heard him like talk like free
casually.
Form. Yeah.
No.
I don't know how he got out of high school. He sounds crazy, like super illiterate, like.
But I think now, like even because I was watching something, or kind of watching it, kind of halfway watching it. Stephen A. Smith talking about how Antonio Brown tweeted him, like, this was like yesterday or the day before or something. And he was talking about how Stephen A. can come down there and have a conversation with him face to face. And I think like during that conversation, they were kind of like leaning more towards saying they feel like he does have CTE
like
from
that birthday hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been saying that, like, it gotta be, like, he's doing so much weird stuff, it's crazy. Like, even the way he was just talking to the cop. Even he's about to try to fight this dude, like, on boxing, like a celebrity boxing match. This is weird, like, he's just doing weird stuff. Like, you're not going to get back in the NFL doing weird stuff.
Oh, speaking of beef, so what about Layla Ali and that Clarissa, what's her name?
Shields.
Yeah, so what do you think about their little... I guess they didn't really have an exchange. Clarissa, her last name was Shields.
Yeah.
She had a Breakfast Club interview where she felt like Layla Ali disrespected her in her Breakfast Club interview the year before, because they asked Layla Ali if she would come out of retirement, and Layla Ali was saying that she didn't really feel like there was anybody out there who was worth her coming out of retirement for. And so Clarissa felt like that was disrespectful because, you know, she's she's holding her own in her own right, and you know I haven't seen her fight. You know, you guys
But at the time,
said that you've seen her fight, and said that she's really really good.
Yeah, I think at this point in their careers, Clarissa would beat Layla in a fight. But at the end of the day, Layla, at the time of her Breakfast Club interview, she shouldn't even be acknowledging Clarissa because it's not.
Well,
a good
she
business.
didn't.
Exactly, it's not a good business move for her.
Well, what she was saying was in her rebuttal to Clarissa's Breakfast Club interview, she was saying, first of all, everything's not about her.
Yeah.
She was just saying in general, she was like, you have to look at, like, I look at myself as a businesswoman. She was like, in order to get me out there, I'm going to need like $5 million. And I don't know who's going to be
She's not going to be able to draw that. And then, well, Clarissa now might be able to draw it with Layla, but back then she wouldn't have. And basically, Layla would have been a stepping stone for Clarissa.
And Layla's saying, like, look, I got to go get back in shape.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, I'm always training, but I'm not in. She says she's always training, but she's not in.
How old is Layla?
Fighting
Ain't she like 35?
42.
She older than us. So at the end of the day, like it would be a setup for Layla to lose. Like
now, she was like, now if I'm in tip top fighting condition, I'm winning.
No, I don't know.
Now that part I did give the side eye, like,
maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah,
that's
right
the thing.
now,
Yeah,
I don't know that
right
beat
now,
this girl, but
Clarissa's an animal. I will give her props on that, but she got to realize it's almost like the Nicki Minaj and Little Kim beef.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
In her prime, Nicki Minaj wasn't messing with Lil Kim.
Yeah,
but now,
when Nicki started getting on her shit, it was too late for Lil Kim.
And I can't even say Lil Kim's raps even right now are bad.
They're good raps, but
good.
she just don't got that sonically sound.
Yeah,
like
she ain't hitting like she used to.
Meshing right.
Yeah.
Maybe if she got Scott Storch back.
Maybe. But as far as Layla and Clarissa, I think they might get that. Because of this exchange that happened this week, if people keep stirring the pot, they might get that money.
They will get it.
So
I don't think there's no. I think
all you need is like somebody like a Mayweather or a HBO or somebody to say, "Here go 10 milli."
Yeah, Bob Aaron.
What's good?
Bob Aaron will do it, but at the end of the day,
and I feel like they would draw a good crowd even for pay per view because I watch it and I don't even watch it.
It would be big for women's boxing, but at the end of the day, if Layla Ali loses, her whole legacy is
shot
over something stupid.
Take that chance because you wanted to prove a point.
Clarissa is a beast.
Yeah.
She's not losing to Layla, not 45-year-old Layla Ali. She's not losing to her.
Yeah.
She's not. I done seen this girl.
So if somebody came out this week and said, I'm putting the money up, 10 million, let's go. How long do you think that it would take Layla to get in fighting condition?
She probably would do it in a year.
Okay.
So
at that time she'd probably be about 43.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't see her waiting longer than a year to do it, but I would feel like that would be a low blow for Clarissa. But there's nobody for her to fight. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's just like she's in the same position Ali was in when Ali was fighting. Mm-hmm. They're just running through these girls like, and they'd be so bad at her little conferences. Because she be talking the most stuff, and you be looking at the other person like, poor little girl.
Yeah.
She about to get beat up. You see her talking crazy to that one?
No, I wasn't familiar with her until I watched that interview.
Like she tries to draw a crowd. Like she's like real controversial. She'll talk crazy to the person in the little press conference, but it's like it doesn't still move anybody because they know that she's going to beat the girl. So her talking sick to Ali, like you said, don't stir in the pot. People is going to wonder, like, who's going to win. But I just don't. It would be bad for Ali's legacy. At that point, she got to wonder, like, what is my legacy worth?
Yeah, because even if they do you think that they could draw more than 10 million?
Yeah, I do.
I think so, too.
I do, too.
I think they're really good. Like they could really get Mayweather. It could be close to the Mayweather-Pacquiao type thing. Not as far as the bag.
Like $1 billion, yeah.
Well, not as far as the bag per se, but I'm talking about the hype around it.
Yeah. I think they could get 50 million. I think splitting, they could split 50. Because the way sports draw so much money right now, people will watch that pay-per-view. I know I'll watch it, and I don't even watch girls boxing. Women's boxing. I said girl boxing.
But you know what though?
I don't watch boxing, period, though. It's more.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch it if you guys are buying the fight and saying, "Hey, I'm having people over." I'll watch it then. But other than that, like I'm not just in my house watching it.
See, I like UFC. I like mixed martial arts.
But if these two fight, I would definitely be interested in it, and I'm just rooting for and let the best woman win because I'm proud of both of them. They're both black women, and both champions. You know, so. But hey, I feel like watching the fight, I couldn't lose is going to be a good thing for me as the viewer.
But both of them got that bravado.
But Layla, you're right. Layla,
I think both of them got that bravado though, where they'll never be friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just like Little Kim and Nikki, like they once you got the top of your game, it's like you got your chest poked out. Mm-hmm. You can't nobody tell me nothing. I don't care if this was 10 years ago. You still can't tell me nothing.
It would have been nice if it could have been like a mentor-mentee type of situation going on. But
I'll bet you though, Clarissa. I mean, again, I'm speculating because I didn't watch the Breakfast Club interview. I watched Layla's, and I didn't think that she was talking about Clarissa, but I never watched Clarissa's interview. But I'm willing to bet that her team probably reached out to Layla.
I think that Clarissa, she just seemed more hurt than anything.
Yeah, I think they probably reached out.
Like, what do you mean? There's nobody out here who would be worth it? Like, what do you like?
Because she's been putting in work for a while now. Clarissa Shields been putting in work. Like she's a gold Olympian, so she's been putting in work for a while. It's just that like, if I'm about to leave out, why would I give you a chance? That's like Floyd Mayweather. Before he retired, fighting one of these young lions, you know what I mean?
Why would you do it?
Yeah, why would you risk it? I'll fight Pacquiao, somebody the same age as me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna sit up here and fight nobody that I know that's going to either beat me or make me look a little goofy in the ring. Because when you older in the ring, it shows.
And then Mayweather is a unique case too, where he got so much money, even if he lost. Like, if I lose this fight, I still got more money than.
Well, he represents himself, so the thing is, he knows how much he's going to make. He knew that McGregor, he knew he was making $100 million even before the pay-per-view came in because, you know, he represents himself. So even if he loses, he's going to get $100 million.
And then because he's not splitting money between a whole bunch of different entities, does that mean that even if he lost the fight, he's still gonna get a bigger bag than the winner?
Well, most of the time. That's because the thing about Pacquiao was, I want to say Mayweather might have got $100 million, but Pacquiao only got like $20 million. It was something like that.
That's a crazy difference.
But Pacquiao was only used to getting like $2 million, $3 million a fight. So
that's a large bag.
Yeah, so he's still like $20 million. Because everybody want to see Mayweather lose, so everybody's gonna buy the fight. You know what I mean? But the thing about Mayweather is he never lost. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And he spent too much money though. That's the only thing about Mayweather.
Yeah, like the Mayweather Pacquiao fight was really boring to me because, you know, back in our day we came up with Tyson. So I wanted to see a slugfest. And from what I understand, Mayweather's not gonna give you that.
No, which is smart. You know, he's a defensive fighter, so you can't hit him. And Pacquiao, I want to say, hurt his shoulder like a week before the fight anyway, but he still needed the money, so he didn't tell anybody. So that's why he didn't. But Pacquiao throw those punches.
Yeah.
It's just it wasn't that fight. Now I think that they said they might fight again if I'm not mistaken. They're so old though.
Yeah,
it's like almost like Rocky and Apollo Creed at this point.
They can leave that alone.
Fighting.
As far as I'm concerned, they can leave that alone.
So what you think about this Bad Boys 3? Is that what it's called?
I'm really excited about it. I really want to see it. I wish I had somebody to go with. It seems like a good date movie.
I'm kind of concerned because I feel like I'm past watching movies like that. Maybe if I was like 21, 22. All the like the high impact action movies that's not reality looking. It's like I'm kind of past that. Like if I start seeing cars flip, like Fast and Furious cars flipping all over the place and nobody dying, and everybody's dying but them two. I'm like,
well, my reason for going to see it is because of the nostalgic factor.
Yeah,
I want to see Will Smith and Martin Lawrence together again.
That's all.
Other than that, I'm not the story.
Exactly. So I'm going because I'm an old fan.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why. Well, I'm not going out. I'm gonna see it though.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be funny too because the couple lines that I did hear in the trailer, it sounded pretty funny. Will Smith is hilarious.
Yeah, I'm really glad to see Martin back out there, man. Because we haven't seen a lot of him in recent years, so I'm really glad to see him back out there. And he's going on his press tour, which he usually doesn't do. I mean, I didn't realize that he was like so like shy, kind of like. Does he come off as kind of like shy or not really like?
It just feel like
the flow of the answer of his questions isn't like Will's.
It just feel like after he got sick, he got like, it feel like it ain't in a delay, but it just feel like he's like, I don't know. It just feels like something ain't there anymore after he got sick. You know what I mean?
Well, according to him, he had always been like kind of like shy like that.
Okay, because before when he was younger, he was like, to me, he had that type of annoying energy.
Well, now, are you talking about the stage Martin, or because I don't even remember Martin interviews?
No, yeah, I'm talking about like the stage Martin, like on his show and
because I haven't seen recent shows, but I know he got that Lit as F tour.
Yeah, that should be good.
So that's coming to Pittsburgh. So
I don't know. If I could not be too tight with my money, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'd like to go. So who knows if I'll end up going though. Because I think that's going to be at PPG Paints Arena. So, I don't know. We'll
Statue a little $160.
Is that going to get you a good seat?
$160 will get you a good seat, but I'm thinking $160 for 2 people, $80 a seat. That should be like, all right. You ain't going to be the best, but if you get a $160 seat, yeah, you should be up there in the front.
Yeah.
Because the one, I want to say it was the last tour, it was like $140 or something for like a front seat. I want to say, was it them before? That's who came before too, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It was Martin.
I didn't go.
There's a few people.
So.
Oh, so long ago. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
What else is going on though?
Impeachment starts on Tuesday. The impeachment.
Nancy Pelosi was so happy.
Trial.
She was so happy signing that paper and not knowing that they were about to get let all down. Mm-hmm. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, right. Did you see that guy? I think his name is Nev Parnum or something like that. Excuse me if I'm getting the name wrong. But he got caught up with Rudy Giuliani.
No, you were telling me about that. What was going
on? So basically, he's been going on this like media blitz telling his story this past week. He was on like Rachel Maddow, and I think even Anderson Cooper talked to him, if I remember correctly. But he's saying. Yeah, Trump is trying to say he didn't know anything about Ukraine prior, and yes, he did. He was well aware. He's trying to say that he doesn't know me, but he does know me, and if he tries to say that after this, I'll pull out a picture every time.
This boy might get killed, man.
You know, my interactions with Trump. So.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, and I think also what they were saying is after that call with the Ukrainian president or whatever. Is he president or prime minister?
President, I want to say.
Well, right after the phone, like 90 minutes after the call is when he went to have their funding stopped.
Oh, dang, he wasn't playing.
Yeah, so that's new information that came out. So I was kind of thinking that Parnum guy, he may be going on this media blitz because he might feel like the Senate won't call him as a witness because, people are speculating that they won't call any witnesses, which...
Oh, so he's just getting it out there right now.
That's what I'm thinking. He's just getting it out there because he feels like, he probably won't get called as a witness because...
Talking crazy.
Mitch McConnell probably,
shutting it all down.
Yeah, so...
Now, did you see when Bernie Sanders, what's her name, was on stage and she would shake his hand?
Yeah, I saw clips. I didn't watch this last debate.
She gave points in my book now.
Yeah, like get out of here, Bernie.
What's her name?
Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren. She's funny to me. She really, and then she don't. Did you hear what she said? Talking about none of these guys. What she said could beat Trump or whatever. There's like all of them lost. She's like the only ones winning record ever is the women. Like, but. Bernie said, because she's adamant about it, so I'm pretty sure she ain't lying. Bernie told her that when Clinton was running, that there's no female that can win to be president.
Yeah. He probably said it.
He did. But he's so old, he might not even remember he said it. Though.
I think he remembers. He just not going to admit it.
Because he was
Not
trying
in
to
public.
play all nice. She like, nah, nigga. So,
Keep that same energy.
So right now, vote for Elizabeth Warren, even though she's not really an Indian.
Well, you know, Andrew Yang, despite not having enough numbers to make it on the debate stage this past week, he is still in the running, and he was on Real Time with Bill Maher this past week.
Okay. I'm going to watch that.
You know, he's hanging in there. We know Cory Booker dropped out.
That money, man.
He was the latest casualty.
Shout out the Andrew Yang though for keep going. That's how you know he must got a little bit of money behind him because man, Cory Booker, I feel him, man. It got to be hard to keep running and not being acknowledged.
I feel like Andrew Yang has sort of like a cult following. You know what I mean?
Almost how like Bernie was like what was that like 10 years ago?
Mm-hmm. But now Bernie is like mainstream.
Oh man, I don't even hear people saying "Feel the Burn" anymore. Except for
the thing that concerns me, and I hate to be an ageist with Bernie and Biden, is that these guys are really
old school.
They're just really old, and it shows. Like, I mean, I don't know.
But people thought that Biden would have some type of swagger with him when he don't.
You think Biden needs? You think Biden will always be the Robin to somebody else's Batman?
I think so, because I think people want to be more outgoing, like a Bill Clinton or something like that, and he's not.
He's just not doing it for me.
Yeah. Now, when he gives, he does say little funny stuff in his like excerpts if he's doing an interview or something like that. But as far as his like free form talking, he's just straight.
Yeah. You know, I was hoping that Biden in the beginning. I was hoping that Biden would jump in the race because I kind of remember him from the Obama days, but now it's like he was Robin.
Yeah, he definitely was Robin.
So,
you see Obama still out here acting up.
I know, and we love him.
Shout out to the Obamas,
just
man.
As much as we used
did
to.
They get a Oscar nominee or an Emmy nominee or something like that?
I think it was an Oscar nomination.
Shout out to you guys.
So, yeah,
very inspirational to our people.
Yeah.
But as far as the election race goes.
If they held the election today,
who would I vote for?
Who's winning?
Oh, Trump.
Yeah, I think that's it.
But who will I vote for if it was today? I would probably still vote for Yang, just because I really do like him. But I know it's superficial, but I am becoming an Elizabeth Warren fan. I like that she held her ground and she didn't shake his hand and she's like, no, you're gonna have to explain yourself to me.
Now our primary is what, in April?
I don't even know.
So
I'll have to look.
And then we have another, if more people don't drop out, we have another dilemma. Like, will somebody, like, will the votes be split too much?
Yeah, Andrew Yang is taking somebody's votes.
I feel like he is too.
He's going to take people's votes away. Especially all those Biden votes and all those, especially those Bernie votes. Yeah, he's splitting them with Yang.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like a lot of people are underestimating how dedicated the Yang Gang is.
Yeah, he's taking votes. He got the young people.
He's not on the level as a Bernie, but he will dig into them votes though.
He got the young people.
Yeah,
I mean he does.
Mm-hmm. And I think another thing that people are underestimating is like y'all. I feel like, and correct me. I mean. Not correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, I hope that this doesn't come back to bite me. But I feel like people are really underestimating how many jobs are going to be impacted by artificial intelligence. I really do. Mm-hmm. Like right now, it's not. People don't feel like it's an immediate threat because they feel like they have job security where they're at. But I'm telling you, this is there is a huge push out there to get people's jobs automated. People are going to be losing jobs left and right, and then you're going to wish that you supported Andrew Yang's idea of the universal basic income, because while you're getting educated in another field so that you can get a job where automation might not take your job away, you can learn to code, but some people might not even have the capacity to learn to code. I hate to say it because
And the computers is about to start coding for computers. Like, why not?
hey,
Did you see that they made these little, they just came up with like these little robots. I want to say they're like as small as like a,
it has something to do with frogs or something.
yeah, yeah.
They go in the body and work.
Yeah, ain't
That's
crazy?
scary.
How, that is so crazy to me. I'm like, man, there about to be no jobs for humans.
Yeah, because if you can automate, put something in the body that's robotic and program it to do X, Y, and Z or heal different things.
Why do I
That's
need a
kinda like-
doctor? Like, I could just have somebody hitting the program, this typing out where they need the thing
Yeah.
to go and do it. Like,
Yeah. So if doctors' jobs can be taken away, you behind that desk taking them phone calls, your job can surely be taken away.
Cubicle top might
So-
be done in a year.
Yeah. Me too.
But honestly, I'm ready to.
Well,
shake
I
it
mean,
up
even
myself.
listen, if I'm done in a year, hopefully, Lord willing, my life will be on a different trajectory anyway.
Yeah.
So
I was saying
know.
that. I mean, I don't have a problem with my job or nothing. Shout out to the people I work for, but I feel like within the next year, I'm gonna do something to shake my life up anyway. Like something that's gonna just jump off the edge and try to start doing what I need to do. Because all of these hours, man, I'm giving you guys. I could be
yeah,
helping me out for my future.
I know.
But
And then at the rate of retirement, man,
I ain't
I'm not gonna
worried
get.
about
I'm
that.
not gonna get that beach house I want.
Well, then they say by the time Social Security is gonna be done by the time we get old anyway.
Listen, I'm going off. So I'm going off. I'm going
They
down
said
there.
they
Where's my
already-
money? I put so much money into this program. I need.
Look, they
all of
say
it
they're
back.
taking our Social Security right now off of us to pay for the people right now. So ain't that like a Ponzi scheme? Is Social Security, is that like a Ponzi scheme?
That's what it
that I'm
sounds like,
thinking?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, but the
It's a
government's
pyramid
allowed to do
scheme.
it.
Yeah, but you'll go to jail.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So did you see anything good this movie-wise or show-wise? Now you said you did see Servant. I still gotta watch the
Yeah,
finale.
watch
of
Servant. Looks like they're setting it up for season 2.
Oh, yeah, nice Shyamalan.
At first, like earlier in the week when I heard that this was the season finale,
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, given the story, I don't really feel like it needs a season
It was
2.
dragging on.
But the way they did it, I could see how
Okay, so I
they
gotta watch
could.
that.
The only reason why I say I could see how they could have a season 2 is maybe they could do it with a whole different storyline, with
Well,
some.
let me watch.
Well, no, I'm not giving you anything, but after you watch it, call me or text me and let me know if you.
I agree with it, season 2.
Yeah, because I feel like they could do something with the season 2.
Now,
But I overall I did like the show. It was good. It had me. It kept my attention.
Now you guys seem like you was kind of hurt that Regina King show, The Watchmen, was getting canceled.
Yeah, I really enjoyed The Watchmen, but I was hoping for a season 2. But I think his name, the writer, I think is David Lindelof or something
He
like
said
that.
his intentions wasn't
Going into it, it was only supposed to be one season. So
no, like
and he now that it's over, even though the fans want a season 2, he's saying,
Y'all
well,
got
HBO
fans?
can do HBO can do a season 2, but he's not doing a season 2. So.
okay.
And HBO is basically like, well, if he's not doing it, then there's not going to be a season 2. So
Now I will say the one show she had, I'm mad that they never did a season 2.
American Crime Story.
Yeah, that might have
That
been
was
one of the.
really
I
good.
might go back and watch that.
That was real good. So, but does she have a contract with Netflix?
Oh man.
I could be wrong, but I thought I heard that Regina King does have a contract with Netflix, though.
I know. Ain't she supposed to be directing the movie? Is it supposed to be on Netflix or is it going to the regular movie?
No, I think the next movie she's directing is going to be in theaters.
In theaters,
I think.
yeah. Tyler Perry's movie came out on Netflix. You watched that yet?
No, I'm not. Okay,
I think you already went over this already. I don't think you got to tell it again.
What? That I love Tyler Perry's work ethic and all of that. But his movies are subpar.
Well, you know the blueprint. And then when he said he doesn't have writers, now you understand.
Well, you know what? I just found out this week. People were talking about it.
That he doesn't have writers?
He doesn't have a writer's room. He writes everything himself.
But now you understand.
You need a writer's room,
So
Tyler.
there's different ideas.
You have this huge, phenomenal studio, and you're providing jobs for all of these people in the entertainment and industry. You can get more people and better scripts if you hire writers to help collaborate with you on some of these scripts.
But I think he's like almost like an Andrew Young. He has his cult following, so he's cool with it. He knows how much he's about to bring in off of each movie.
But how much more of force would Tyler Perry be if he got creatives together and really had some really good story, really good scripts.
No, I'm not saying this storylines don't be good, but we already know the premise of the movie and everything. Once Tyler Perry, it's almost predictable. We know your blueprint.
The black woman is scorned.
Or the guys, he's having a hard time. There's some type of substance that's holding you back, and we will try to make it through as a whole family. But man, again, Tyler Perry, you're a great person, and the movies that you do make are good. But I do feel like if you had other people in those rooms with you, there would be different stories that could be told in a more creative way.
Yeah, because there's even I liked Daddy's Little Girls, but I must say it wasn't. If I have to be honest, it wasn't really a good movie. Maybe it was because Idris Elba was in it. I don't know.
Or there was the shock factor, I want to say, too. When you first seen it, there was that shock factor.
Yeah, or I like The Family that Prays.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But how could you go wrong with Alfred Woodard, Kathy Bates, and I think Sanaa Lathan? You had some good actors in the movie that it wasn't going to come out completely terrible. You know what I mean?
He's a good writer, though. I'll give him that. It's just like...
He needs somebody to help him execute better.
No, it's just like her and Rick Ross. Remember we got tired of Rick Ross because he kind of had the same choruses to the whole album?
One thing that when Rick Ross, the first few albums, I haven't listened to a recent album.
He switched it up. It's different.
Because I noticed that you could probably match up the lyrics to any song with the beat to any other song, and it's still gonna... That's
how it is a Tyler Perry movie. You put a movie on, you might not know what it is until 10 minutes into the movie. This, you know what I mean? Or is this the other one?
There's no surprise.
Unless it's Medea. That's the only one you could... But you can mix up his stuff. I mean, if he had more options, I think people would. I know I would watch him more because... Say Tyler Perry made movies, but his name wasn't behind everything. By the time a Tyler Perry movie came out, I might watch it. But everything you see, it says Tyler Perry.
I don't even have a problem with his name on everything. I just feel like if he was willing to collaborate with other people and get a strong writer's room, I feel like, because at the core of the movies, at the base, I guess the premise isn't horrible, but I feel like the writers, if he had a writer's room, it would give it that extra push. It would, if you're willing to collaborate with people who are really good at writing.
Yeah,
and
that's more jobs the power writers.
So, yeah, because we definitely didn't need a whole episode for pause. That was annoying.
They don't just show dude out of nowhere. Ain't that the first time they showed her? Was that her son or
her son? I think, yeah.
Dude came out of nowhere.
But it was like I feel like with Power, you could have wrapped up everything that happened with Pause in about 10 minutes. So 15 if we're being generous. She did not need a whole episode.
Sax, or is it just Pause? Sax related in this episode because at the beginning I did see her talking to Sax. It seemed like he was in it for a minute. When she was trying to get him to still do something.
Sax was in this episode twice.
So maybe this week will be the Sax episode.
Maybe.
I'll watch that because that's my boy.
Now because there's 5 people left, and only 3 episodes, I'm guessing that they'll do an episode with Sax, then Tate, and then the last episode will be Tommy, Tasha, and Tariq. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if they'll make it longer too.
I hope not.
I mean, my prediction is Tariq did it.
I'm trying to get this over with so I can see what this new series is about.
Oh yeah, because they just showed that Method Man will be in the next in Power Book 2.
Oh, okay, he's gonna be in it.
So now you got Method Man and Mary J. Blige in it. So
I hope this don't be stupid, man.
It better not be.
What are they both doing in this, man?
I don't know.
Let's see, man. Sometimes, man. It's 50
and
cent.
Is it still coming out 48 hours after the original Power ends?
I would think so, because that's 50 Cent would have said something if they just screwed him on the date.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about this show. It might be like a new Empire. Start just having celebrities be on there.
I hope not. I was into Empire too, the first 2 seasons, and then I didn't watch anything after that.
I was into Empire until they started making the sing and rap from jail. And I don't know, they was just doing too much. Empire was doing too much. But see, not gonna respect Empire because there was a time.
Empire is a hip opera.
Yeah, but there was a time where it could have went left or right, where Empire could have been good or it could have been bad. And they said, no, we're going to commit to this being bad and being a whole soap opera.
Yeah.
And I kind of commend them for that. See, Power don't know what they want to be. They don't know if they want to be a soap opera or hip-hop, not a hip-hop, but a street black book story or whatever, like those little books, the Walmart books.
Yeah.
That's
like them arabesque novels or whatever.
That's exactly what Power reminded me of, those type of books.
Yeah. I would say soap opera.
Power's a soap opera now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially how outlandish it is.
Yeah. Because in order to follow the story now, you got to just be ready. You just got to be open for anything.
You know what I'm heard about?
And that's how it is in soap operas. You just got to be like...
You know what I'm heard about?
And then be like, oh, snap, so-and-so's back from the dead. Like, you know.
I'm really hurt that, like, 2 weeks ago when I was sick, like, real sick, I was sitting there trying to find all my children. I could not find
What? How?
They're not on the Fire Stick. And so that's the main reason why I got Hulu for my girls, because... it's got ABC on it. And they were saying I can watch All My Children with that. No, it's not on there.
But All My Children, it's not on the air no more.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to watch the old
I used
stuff.
to be into those.
But because I'm like, who goes back and watches?
Yeah, I went there because they got the things up since even 1972. But I was gonna start like back when I was watching it in like the early 2000s. But none of the links come up.
Oh wow!
What the hell? I ain't even watch My Boys, man.
Now, which ones were what was the main family in All My Children?
I don't know. Erica Kane was the main actress.
Okay.
But the big dude, what was his name? The dude who had all the money.
Is that the one with Luke and Bo in them?
No. That's something else.
This
is what Ryan.
No, I might have been thinking of Dukes of Hazzard.
Luke and Bo. Yeah, that dude tell
But there is a Bo in All My Children, ain't there?
I want to say there is, but no, it was Ryan. Who was Ryan's girlfriend who was crazy? She's like schizophrenic. I don't know, his wife. But the Ryan, he ended up in
All My Children had Kelly Ripa in it.
Yeah.
Mark Consuelos.
Yeah.
When they was young.
When they were younger. I didn't watch it back then. I watched it after though.
Okay.
But yeah, I watched that for a while.
I was General Hospital, Sonny Corinthos.
See, I tried to watch that, but that was kind of like Power. People will be getting killed and coming back. I'm like, man, this is too much.
But but that's what I'm saying. Like for you, like with Power, like you kind of got to be like open for anything. Like General Hospital, I enjoyed it because I was like,
but they ain't tell you. Like General Hospital, we
do.
But General Hospital, we do is a soap opera. Power ain't trying to tell us it was a soap opera until like season 4, like where you just had to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like 50 came back from the dead.
All right.
Like, okay, I like this character anyway. We'll give this a chance.
Yeah. I felt like 50 played a good. I feel like he played a good role.
It just broke my heart when he killed his son like that.
Yeah.
That was the only part I really didn't like. But other than that. And the way they make it, I guess there are kids like that. They just kind of making Tyreek act stupid around me.
Mm-hmm. But kids, like
he's like, here,
Tariq
drink this
is a teenager.
Drink this sling. Drink this sling.
Well, Tariq is a teenager. And what is he, like 16, 17?
Yeah.
16, 17-year-olds are stupid.
Yeah. I believe on that couch drinking lean for days.
I don't know. But, yeah. We got anything else today?
What did I know of? I'm trying to think. What else? Hopefully we ain't missing something big.
Oh, I don't know. If we are, I apologize.
I don't.
All right, guys. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share. Love you guys.
40.
See ya.
6?
46. Yep.
40.
All right. Bye.